Wednesday.
Friday Eve.
You have a hair.
I think.
Listen, every day during boot camp, I think it's Wednesday because
Because we're always like, happy Wednesday.
Yeah, because we're always live on Wednesdays now, but we've been spending all week with you guys, and it's been so much fun, y'all. We have been, listen, I don't know if you've got in on any of the deals this week, but y'all have been going crazy over this trilogy.
Yes.
They're just so cute. Like, every time I come in here, I'm like, oh, do I need these? I need to put these on my desk so I can see them all the time because they're so cute.
They are so cute
I love them.
Gorgeous. Gorgina, Bobina, we love them. Y'all, if you've not already taken advantage of some of the deals that we've got, first of all, you're missing out.
Yeah.
Number one.
Period.
But let's talk about real quick the craft that we're making today.
We should. Okay, so if you guys saw the thumbnail at all, then you saw that we're making an arched Christmas sign, which I feel like typically, even the thumbnail says new twist, and Lauren was like, what's the twist? And I was like, it's arched. Normally we're doing lean-tos.
Out
of the tall lumber that you get at at Home Depot. And so Courtney found this sign at Hobby Lobby, and it's only like $14 on sale.
Yeah, it's like not very expensive at all, and it's already pre-made. Perfect size for like a porch, your front entryway.
Yes.
It has, and Alicia will be able to show you when we go over to the craft table, but it has like, the back is like a picture frame. So it like stands up on its own, but it also has a place where you could like hang it on the wall.
Yes.
It's so multifunctional, and the fact that you can get it already pre-assembled at Hobby Lobby. Sorry to our friends outside of the US. But you
can totally, like, if you have a jigsaw, you could easily cut this shape out.
Yes.
A lot of you all say that this is a headstone shape. To each their own. You could make this into a Halloween sign if you wanted to.
I mean, you could.
But we're doing RIP, but we're doing Christmas today, and it honestly, it looks so adorable. Tanner and Courtney actually did one for their Christmas decor, and we're gonna have that in the home tour video, which I think is going out this weekend, maybe. We did decorate their whole house for Christmas already. So
yes, we did.
And it's very cute. They did a black and gold, I think, but today we're doing maroon and gold, or maroon and white. It's gonna be pretty. And we're using a 24-inch mat today, which is fun too. But I'm going to show you guys how you can cut it if you've just got 12-inch mats too.
So we do have a question. Karen asked, how do I order the trilogy if I have all of the other stuff already? So there's a couple different ways. If you feel like you have, first of all, if you do already have all the stuff, just double check the sales page and make sure that you have everything. But you can order the trilogy by itself if you already have everything. The trilogy is $97. If you wanted to do that, you can. It's all up to you. Or you can stack and extend your membership. Either one of those will be fine if you feel like you have everything else that you already want. But yeah, I'm so excited. For those that did not, we just briefly talked about it at the first. If you want your hands on this collector's edition trilogy, so what you're going to get, first of all, we have Canva, which is a brand new guide that you're going to get, plus a new updated Cricut resource guide and a brand new font book. Now we did do a font book, but we are updating, adding lots of stuff to this one. How you can get your hands on this resource trilogy, collector's edition resource trilogy, is by purchasing anything that we have over $97.
Yes.
Now, first thing, if you are not a member, membership is where it's at, in my opinion. You can get membership right now at the very lowest price that we offer throughout the whole year. Using code 75OFF, you're going to get $75 off your yearly membership. Plus, you are going to get this sent to you for free and be grandfathered in at that lowest price, meaning that it's never going to change for you. It's always going to stay the same. You can also jump in on Passive Earners, which is our new membership.
The workbook's over there. You get this too.
You're going to get both of these if you go yearly or lifetime with Passive Earners.
This is a 200-page textbook. It's a textbook. Okay.
Do you see this?
Yeah.
It's huge.
She's juicy.
She's juicy. Anyway. You can do that. You can do Maker's Gonna Sublimate, which we talked about a lot yesterday. You can do Digital Design for Creatives, which is our Canva course, teaching you everything you need to know about Canva and utilizing Canva with your creative style, how you can use it within your creative world. So many different things. Maker U is also on sale. Everything that we have is on sale. Make-a-thon boxes, Make-a-thon plus the boxes, so many different
and
ways
I'll
you can
go through our page where we've got all the different things that we offer, just so you guys can have some clarity.
Yeah.
But the links are in the description, so if you want to just see it laid all out in front of you and you're like, I'm already a member, I've already done Canva, but you haven't been to Make-a-thon. What's Make-a-thon? Well, all those links are down there so you guys can go through and just get more details, because we want you to be a part of it all, and we don't want you to miss out on this super limited edition trilogy set. So
yes, and Judy asked if we renew, do we get the textbooks also? So I'm gonna go ahead and have you hop over to the craft table, and if you are a member, I'm gonna show you where you can go. One thing there you go, beautiful.
So we have this link below for you guys. What were you wanting me to address?
Oh, I was wanting you to address, if you scroll down to where you were, if you are already an existing member and you want to stack your membership, that blue
This one right here,
you
already
can
a
click
yearly
that.
member. Okay, so this is where you can click here and extend your membership. Okay, so the link to where I'm at right now is in the description. Sadie, can you drop this link? Do you have this link to drop in the chat for them?
No, but I can get it.
Okay, Sadie's gonna go get the link for this to drop in the chat so you guys can click it there. But if you're watching the replay, it's just right below in the description. And this is for people that are already existing members. Now, we're about to get into the crafts. I promise I've already made my way over to the craft table, but this is what I was talking about. If you all are wanting to get more details on all of the courses and subscriptions that we offer, there are so many different things that you can sign up for in order to receive this trilogy. But really, y'all, the most value you're going to be getting is by signing up for one of these courses or one of the memberships, like our Passive Earners Brand New. And it's for our like entrepreneurial crafters, I would say. But if you're brand new, the yearly membership is going to be the best way to go. 75 OFF today. Do they need codes for anything else? I don't think we have code.
No.
There's no codes for anything except for yearly.
No codes for anything else.
Yeah. So you can sign up and get your Make-a-thon ticket. You're going to get the books. The sublimation course, if you sign up for that, you're going to get the books. Literally any of these things on this page, okay? So this is all the details that you will need.
Yep.
Now.
Oh, Erica says, I got my scrapbook adhesives tape runner, the one that we've been using last night. She said, it's so good. Thank you guys for testing some stuff out and recommending those.
Yes, it is good. I really like it. We have another one too that I need to use, but I've been using that one for a while just to get my grip.
So one other thing, and then we'll get into our craft. Jenny said, I can't afford yearly. Can I do monthly instead? Jenny, you can do monthly, and you can do half off your first month. And I think it's just automatically applied half off your first month. However, you're not going to get the trilogy if you do go monthly. But yes, we would still love to have you monthly if that's what you can afford.
Yes. Okay, so if you didn't see the thumbnail, this is what we're making. I'm going to pull it off and pull it over. This is our baby son. She's so big. We are using adhesive vinyl on wood. Now, if you guys have made signs in the past, you may know that you can use heat transfer vinyl, but we're going to be using adhesive vinyl. So adhesive vinyl, it doesn't require any heat in order to stick to the surface, versus heat transfer vinyl where you do have to apply heat to activate the adhesive. So let's talk about what adhesive vinyls that you need for this type of project. And we're going to address things like, do you seal it? How do I make sure it's outdoor safe? We're going to get into that, okay? Because I have thoughts and opinions. So does Lauren. I bet she's excited.
Yeah.
This is a heated topic around the craft world. Okay, let's talk about adhesive vinyls, okay? You need to be using high quality adhesive vinyls, especially if you're working with signs that are going outdoors or if you're selling crafts with adhesive vinyl on them, okay? You need to be using a permanent adhesive vinyl. There are removable options, but permanent, when we're working with outdoor signs, when we're working with things that we're selling that we want to last for a really long time, you need to be using a permanent adhesive vinyl and a good quality brand.
Yes.
Starcraft is our go-to, okay? This is the back of the vinyl that we're using today. This is the Starcraft permanent adhesive vinyl in white. We have all this linked in the supplies. If you are here and you have not received a supply list, you have to sign up to receive the supplies, and Sadie can drop a link for that. And there's also a link in the description for you guys as well, I'm pretty sure. So we will email you the supply list, and these are linked in there, okay? Starcraft Permanent Adhesive. You can buy this at Vinyl and Tool Supply. That is one of our favorite vinyl suppliers. You can also buy it at 143 Vinyl.
You sure
if
can.
you're a regular there.
They actually, Starcraft is a 143 brand, in case y'all didn't know.
Yeah. So, and it's just the best, honestly. It weeds like butter. It sticks like glue. I mean,
it's good stuff.
It is. And then this is the transfer tape that we use. Now, you'll hear Tanner say that he likes to use masking transfer tape. I'm a Caesar transfer tape girly. Oracal has a really good transfer tape as well, but I never order it for work. That's what I use at home, which is really random, but I haven't ordered any in a really long time. But the Oracal, I just like this transfer tape because, one, it's clear, but it's gridded. If you like to get specific when you're like laying your vinyl down and stuff, you can see this is just clear, but there is a gridding on it. The masking transfer tape, it's just like harder for me to see.
Yeah.
But the tack is a little bit different. So this is just a standard tack transfer tape. You do not want to be using a strong grip transfer tape when you're working with standard permanent adhesive vinyl, because your vinyl will not release from the transfer tape.
And you also definitely don't want to use a stronger grip transfer tape when you're putting something on a painted sign.
Yes, and I'll tell you why. If you use anything stronger tack than just a standard transfer tape, is going to pull the paint off of your wood sign. And not only that, but if you are using more of like a raw wood or like something with a lot of grain in it, this is more of like a plywood that we're using today, so it's a lot smoother. And it was from Hobby Lobby, so they've kind of finished it, like they've sanded it really fine. It's going to pull your wood grain up.
Yeah.
So that's like the biggest thing for me, and you'll learn which vinyls work and which don't. You'll probably use some vinyls that are going to pull off your wood. Honestly, it's just kind of the nature of working with wood, but just so you know, there's a possibility that that can happen. So
also, you can use whatever vinyl you have. You don't have to use the Starcraft vinyl that we have. Use what you have.
Yes.
And I've seen a lot of people say that their signs will be smaller. Great. We love that.
Yeah.
Literally make this what you want and make it to fit your style.
Yeah.
Also, Lindsay did point out, I did catch that.
I did. They're not healed yet, so I don't want to show you guys. I got 2 new tattoos. Okay, don't come for me in the comments if you don't like tattoos. I got one on my wrist and I got one on my arm for the girls. This one's little. I won't show you. They're not healed yet. They're still crunchy.
She'll show you when they're healed.
Yeah. So, anyways, you're gonna need vinyl. So, honestly, at this point, you guys, sign, white adhesive vinyl, transfer tape, and I have a 24-inch mat here. If you don't have 24-inch mats, that's okay. I'm gonna show you guys how to break up this file, because the file does come in as one big mama, but we can break it up. So don't worry, if you don't have a 24-inch mat, it's totally fine. Also, I have already painted, so here's our one that we're going to be using today.
Oh, and show them the back. So somebody did ask if they could make it two-sided. With this one specifically, you cannot, because it has like that picture frame stand on the back.
It's got this already drilled in it.
Yeah, so like this one you can't, but if you just had somebody cut this shape out of plywood, you definitely could.
It's got a $22.99 price sticker on it, but it's a little noisy.
No, it was like where we picked it up and it was big. The camera like blurred.
Oh, sorry.
That's weird.
But on sale, because they run a sale at Hobby Lobby every other week. So if you go and something's not on sale, the next week it will be on sale. They rotate. There's 2 shifts. Think of it as 2 shifts. Every other week they rotate. Fun, crafty hack for you. So we painted this using Antique Maroon by Deco Art. Why did I not bring the paints in here?
I'll go grab them.
Okay, because this color is yummy.
Well, let's just say this first sign is not that color.
This one is black, and
we mixed black and red to get that color. We mixed Starcraft black and red to get that color. And then Alicia found we ran out of red.
Yeah, we ran out of our mixture.
Yeah, we ran out of our mixture.
But
so
it's pretty close.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, it's pretty
also. This is, they can't see this. Like, this is very zoomed in.
Oh, is it?
No, it's not, but pull that over.
Okay.
Yeah, pull that over, and I'll go grab the paint, because they can't see it, and you can put them side by side.
So, there's the original Here's the one. This is Antique Maroon from Deco Art. Is it Deco Art that I got?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So you can see the color differences. This is red Starcraft Chalk Mineral Paint mixed with black Starcraft Chalk Mineral Paint, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But a matte paint, I just think is so yummy for like getting these Christmas vibe. Like if you don't want to use anything super glossy on a big sign like this, the finish is going to be rough, especially if you're not experienced in painting. I feel like matte is a little bit more forgiving when you're working with wood signs. It's not always forgiving. Like if you get matte nails, I always think of like matte nail polish always looks like crap if your nail artist isn't really good. But when you're talking about stuff like this, sometimes not having that glossy or like satin sheen just gives it this like good, like
velvety.
Solid, yeah, velvety is a good word for it.
I don't know.
So anyways, yeah. So I painted this one with this antique maroon. We'll go overhead and you guys can see.
Karen says, I think I like the second one better. Y'all, yeah, I mean.
The second color.
I like, I like them both. It just depends on, are you going more maroon or are you going more red maroon-ish?
Yeah. You know, me and Lauren are real weird about our colors
like
too.
The second one has just a touch more purple, but I don't hate it.
Yeah, I don't either. I actually love it. So you can use a foam brush to apply paint on those. I really like these little cheapy foam brushes. You guys can get brushes from the Dollar Tree. The wide brushes from the Dollar Tree are actually one of my favorite brushes to use. And then I've got my mat here. Now, we don't have to do like hardly any design work today, which is really nice. If you all receive your supply list, then the image that we're using today is already made for you. So if you buy this exact sign and you have the supply list, you literally have to pull it into Design Space and cut it. And that's it. So there's no, like, we're not gonna be designing this whole thing. Now, if you want to, listen, do whatever you wanna do. But this is going to make it super easy for those of you that are just getting started and you're like, I don't know how to design my own files yet. That's totally fine. We've done it for you. Okay. And if you don't like this one, we've got thousands of Christmas files. We have more Christmas files than anything on our website. Okay. So let's go to Cricut and I'm going to show you how to get to this point. But first, we are just going to add a new, start a new document in Cricut Design Space. And then we are gonna need to upload an image. So I'm gonna go to upload and we're gonna upload an image. Now we just downloaded it from our website. So I'm gonna go back here and open up my Finder and I'm just gonna click and drag. If I use the browse feature in Design Space, I can't ever find my image. I know a lot of you all have the same issue because I see you in the comments about it. I just assume go ahead and come in here and drag and drop. So we'll continue and then we're gonna upload and it's gonna pop in. Now it comes in pretty small. So let's talk about what we need to do to get this to the size that we want. So whenever you're designing in Cricut Design Space, I always like to start with a solid foundation. So we need to find something as a foundation for our entire design, which would be an arch shape. Lucky for us, there are basic shapes right here that we can just drag and drop. We also have all of these basic shapes on the Maker's Gonna Learn website, including these down here, okay, which you only get if you're a Cricut Access member. We are Cricut Access so that we can show you all the latest and greatest features. But if you don't have Cricut Access and you do have a membership, you can get all of these shapes as well. So I'm going to open this up and it's upside down. You can fix this easily by coming up here to the flip feature and we're going to flip vertical and it's going to put our arch the right side up, okay? Now we have a tombstone. So from here, we need to measure our sign. So
it should have, there's a sticker on the back that gives you the measurements.
That you can also look at the sticker, that'd be a lot easier. The sticker says 31.97 by 20. Beautiful. Think smarter, not harder. So what you'll do with your shape selected is come up here to this little size area. We're gonna unlock our shape, okay? I don't always do that, but sometimes it's necessary because we need to make sure we're getting the exact dimensions of this arch, okay? And it's kind of a funky shape. It's not just like a square where it's gonna look right if we move one side of it. It's got two different dimensions. So we said 31.97 by 22. 20 by 20. Okay. Let's switch those around. 20 by 30. Why can't I remember it? 31.97. My brain does not hold numbers. Okay. There we go. So this is the exact dimensions of our sign, y'all. Now, from there, I'm going to go ahead and change this to a burgundy color just so we can kind of feel the vibe out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you want to know what we forgot to do, though?
Give our giveaway. We forgot to do our giveaway.
We sure
Okay.
did.
Sadie, did you get
I
us
got
our
it.
winner?
I got the winner from yesterday.
This is yesterday's prize winner. Wait, what did they
Which
win
is an
yesterday?
Epson EcoTank printer.
Oh, that's a big
That
prize.
can be converted to a sublimation printer in case you want it to be.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please. Congratulations, Joanne Lynch. You are the winner of the Epson
Yay!
EcoTank printer.
I love it. Oh, that's a good prize.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, cool beans. We are doing another giveaway today. We are going to be giving away a $100 Amazon gift card.
Yeah.
All you have to do is comment in the chat, comment on this replay, and we will pick a winner tomorrow at the live stream. Now, tomorrow's giveaway, got to be there to win.
Yes,
Okay?
tomorrow.
You have to be there.
We will give away today's winner tomorrow, but if you want to win, I'm assuming we're giving away a Cricut Maker 3 tomorrow.
Usually,
We
that's
normally
what we give
do
away.
the last day of boot camp.
Yeah.
You do have to be live.
Yes. Okay, back to the tutorial. So our file is teeny tiny, right? And we have our arch already sized up. So we don't want to touch this arch anymore. I mean, excuse me, we can move it around, but it needs to stay the same size because we have put in the exact measurements. I'm gonna click this file. Now, if I drag it over my image, it goes behind. So let's select our image and go up to arrange and bring to front. And then I'm just gonna drag it over here. Now let's change it to white so y'all can really see what's going on. Okay, and I'm gonna zoom in one more time, I think. I lied. Let's zoom back out. Okay, so from here, we're just gonna need to size this up as big as we want it. Now, if you wanted to add your last name down here, you could do that. If you wanna add anything, you can kind of play around with the size of all of this. But if you want it just like the way it is, which in my opinion, I mean, this fits perfectly. Not only that, but there's a space up here at the top, perfect for putting greenery. So you could put a couple little command hooks and hang a little greenery garland on the top of this. And that, in my opinion, that's what this is meant to do. Like you're meant to put garland up here.
Yeah, so that was the whole, that was our mindset behind creating this. Like if you wanted to just do it without it, you might want to arch the top a little bit more if you don't want greenery,
Yeah,
but our whole thought process behind this when we were creating it is to leave more space at the top because most times we like to put bows, ribbons, greenery at the top of our outdoor signs.
Yeah.
So that's why we did it that way. If you are not wanting to put greenery up there, then you can size it and move it around and fill the whole thing up.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, now, let me go to the Make It screen just so I can show you guys what's going to happen with this size of file. I am going to actually, yeah. Well, let's just see what it says whenever I go over here, if it lets me. No, it's not going to let me. Okay, first of all, before we do anything, we need to hide our, it's calling it a pennant over here, but we're just going to hide that, okay? I'm also going to select everything over here. This was my idea. We didn't end up going with that, but I'm going to group all this and then hide it so I don't have to see any of it, okay?
Okay, so we did have a friend ask, where did we get the sign? Where did we get the sign at? It came from Hobby Lobby already, not painted, but already with everything together. And if you catch it on sale, you can get it. I think the sticker price is, what'd you say,
$22.99?
$22.99 is the sticker price, but if you can get it for that 40% off, you can get it right around, what, $14?
Yeah. Like
$15?
Yeah. So not bad at all. Okay. So you can see over here, and if you're brand new to using Cricut, then you're gonna run into this issue here and there, okay? And if you're not new, you're gonna run into this issue. So you may not know, oh my gosh, like how do I do it? Like this file has to be this big. I have to make it fit on this sign. So what you need to do, first of all, it's gonna give you this little red exclamation point, and it's gonna tell you exactly what's wrong. So if you're ever like, well, what the heck is happening? It's telling us. This is not supported by the Explorer 3 because the image is too large. Reduce the image size to 11.7 by 144 inches or less. I've never seen it say that before. Anyways, I have seen it say 11.7, but never the by 144 inches. I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy.
I don't know.
Okay, so right now our image is 17 wide by 20 in height. If I cut this in half, it's gonna get us under that 11.7 inch mark, okay? So what I'm gonna do is go get me a little square over here. Now there's
Can you not ungroup it?
No. It's not, it's just like one layer. It's one layer image. Yeah. So I'm gonna slice it apart.
Yeah.
So there's a couple different ways that technically you could do this, but I'm gonna show you the easiest way. Go up here, we're gonna grab a square and we're gonna size it up. Let me unlock this shape. So when I unlock it, I can kind of move it like this. And I'm gonna hover over half of our sign. I'm gonna come up here. You see how this is a solid square? Right now the operation's set to basic cut, but if you click on this menu and come down here to guide, it'll turn it into a square and you can really see what you're cropping, okay? So I'm about to slice this bad boy in half.
I'm also going to have probably have Courtney work on this to make it all of these different elements, different layers, because fun fact, there is one piece of this, I'm wanting to say like, it's the most, when I cut this, I think I fit a good portion of this on 12 by 12.
Oh, did you?
I was able to. And there was one that I had to use the 24-inch mat, but for the most part, it should have been able to have been cut on a 12. Most of it should have been able to be cut on a 12 by 12.
Okay.
But we'll get it fixed for you, guys. This way you learn how to slice it up and make these
you can
different
do
files.
that,
You
yeah.
can do that. Absolutely. You can slice it up. But I am going to have Courtney work on it to where we have all of these different elements or different layers so that you can ungroup them.
Yes. Okay, so we are creating a square, and Jerry Mack asked a really good question. Should you duplicate this before slicing? In this case, no, because when we slice, we'll still have both halves of our image. It's not gonna delete half of our image, okay? Now, if we were doing something like exclude, no, I won't confuse you guys with that, but if we slice it, we're gonna have both sides of our image, okay? So I've got my little square up here. I'm wanting to slice this off, and then this will slice off as well. So we'll have two pieces, okay? When you slice, you can only cut through 2 layers. So we've got this layer. This is I'm gonna pull a Lauren on you guys. The shape right here, this is our cookie cutter, okay? This right here is the dough. This is the cookie dough. What we're gonna do is take our cookie cutter and we're gonna slice it into our cookie dough, and we're gonna make 2 cookies, okay? So I'm gonna select both layers. When you're slicing, remember, you can only do the 2 layers, so the image and the square. And then you can see they're both selected over here. They're in green. And then down here in the bottom right, you can see the slice function, okay? I'm going to select that. And then you can see I get a red line around my image. Now, when we do a slice, it gives us a few extra layers that we don't necessarily need. You can see I have 3 of this now. So I'm just gonna delete these extra layers. We don't need them for any reason. And then I've got this one and this one. Now, like Lauren was saying earlier, even if we slice this in half, it's still too big for a 12 by 12 inch mat. So you can actually come in here and continue to slice out pieces that you want if you're wanting to do, like, I'm trying to see, this one would still be 17 wide. So you could come in here and just totally slice all this up. But like Lauren was saying, also, we're gonna fix this file so you guys can kind of break it apart. And then that way you're not having to slice everything up if you only have a 12 by 12 inch mat, okay? So we're gonna fix that file for you guys. But for now, if you do have a 24-inch mat, we can use this. Now, Lauren, I have a question. Whenever you, like, let's say it's the most, it's still going to be 17 inches long. So you would slice from the most?
No. Oh, if I was doing it on a 12 by 12.
Yes.
If I was doing it on a 12 by 12 and I had to slice that up, I would probably do and then on its own, and then most
on its own.
Yeah.
So what we're saying is, if you were needing to do this on a 12-inch mat, you can come in here and you can break this up, okay? So we want to make sure that we're not accidentally touching anything else. You'll have to kind of fidget with it. Let me zoom in. I know this seems complicated, but this is something valuable to know if you're working with a file that you can't have them fix it for you if there is a file that you want to break up for any reason. So you can see,
go ahead, continue.
You can see I've put this square over top of this, and then I can select it again and slice it. And then now I can delete these extra layers, and the is on its own. And then I would slice off most just the same way, okay? And then it would all cut on 12 by 12 mat.
Absolutely. Or because we did have a friend say that they couldn't get the slice function to work, there's a lot of things that go into the slice function, and if for some reason you aren't understanding or getting it to work, another workaround for this is to duplicate it and then just contour out those pieces you don't need.
Yes. So let's say you needed to break this piece up down here, and we wanted to contour. So we're giving you 3 different ways to do this, you guys. So let's say we want to break this piece up. We needed it into separate portions. I'm going to duplicate it. So up here, there's that little duplicate button. So you've got 2 right now, right? If I want time of by itself, I'm going to select one of them, come over to contour, and we're going to click on the pieces we don't want. Okay, I'm going to click on the year. Okay, and then we're going to X off of this. We're left with time of. And then this one, we would contour out time of, right? So you can zoom in here if you need to. Holy moly, it zooms you in. I can't even see what I'm doing there.
Where's it at?
I don't know. Let's go back in and see what it does. You can even select them over here. It's just easier that way sometimes. Just make sure you don't accidentally take any out that you
just took the middle of the A out.
Right when I said that. It's what I get. So you can see as I click them, they're lightening up. There's one more. Beautiful. And then you've got this piece, right? So we've got 1, 2. Now we've broken this up into a bunch of different pieces.
Yeah.
And I've showed you 3 different ways to do it. Okay.
So Mom Jody asked, why would that not fit on a 12 by 24? It would, but we wanted to show you how you can fit it on a 12 by 12.
Yes.
Because not everybody has a 12 by 24 mat. We did have a friend also say some people tape 2 mats together and use it that way. You can, but sometimes Cricut, for some reason, has a hard time, like,
registering the mat.
Will sometimes not register the mat. Yeah. So you just need to be careful if you try that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, does anyone have any questions before we move on? Because I showed you, so let's just recap really quick, okay?
Yes.
This craft is super simple, so like I want to go through this process in depth. That way you guys really like understand what we just did. So the first way that we did it was we sliced it. So we pulled the image in, sized it where we wanted it, went and grabbed a square, put it over the portion that we wanted to separate from the other portion, and created 2 separate sections. So we created the top section, and then we created the bottom section. If you have a 12 by 24 inch mat, you're good to go. You can cut that and you're like good to go, okay? Now, if you do not have a 12 by 24 inch mat, we went into showing you guys how to divvy it up to fit on a 12 by 12 inch mat, okay? Then we did the same thing as we did in the first process, except we took a square and we kind of had to like move it around to fit better, and we kind of sliced it up into different pieces. And then we showed you another way to do it by selecting the image, duplicating it, and then contouring out the pieces that you didn't want. So you're left with the pieces that you do want. Does that make sense for everybody? Did you learn something new? How do we get the canvas without the graph? I'll show you. Okay, so if you guys are like, how do you get that solid background? So easy. Come up here.
This is the long way.
Oh, shoot, Lauren. Okay. I do this all the time. I'm like, come up here and do this. Lauren is making me work smarter, not harder all day today. Okay, so this top left corner, look, you can just literally
You
click
can
on
toggle
this corner.
through.
Yeah. So I sometimes like to work on the grid, but in here I usually do this because it's easier to see. Okay, so everything is good to go. From here, we're going to go to the Make It screen.
Yeah, girl.
Okay, we're using the Explore 3 today. We're going to go Make and on Maps and Confirm.
So people have been saying, and I've seen this so many, like I've seen this comment a couple times where people are saying that they love this sign, that most of the larger signs are too expensive. Y'all, absolutely. Honestly, yes. But this one is a very affordable option. And the fact that it has that little stand on the back, the little kickstand, is just an extra chef's kiss.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or being able to hang it. I mean.
Yeah, I like having both options.
And if you catch it on sale, $15.
I might take one of these home with me.
I say do it.
We've got 4. We did 2 for Courtney's house, did we not? And then we have these 2.
We did 1.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we did 1.
Okay, then we have 3.
But we do have a 4th one that's just painted black that nobody's doing anything on. So we will have 3 done.
There's plenty. We got a lot. We really like this one. Oh, man. Oh, Rosalind, email hi@makersgonnalearn.com and they will get you fixed, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So we are on the Make It screen. We are on our 24-inch mat. I'm going to go ahead and select Continue. And then from here, is my Cricut on? It sure is. Let's go overhead and we are going to lay our vinyl down. So we're using adhesive vinyl today, meaning we do not have to put it face down. So if you've been with us all this week, we've used lots of HTV and typically we'll put it carrier. Have we used HTV this week?
I'm trying to think.
How in the world did that happen?
How did we make it a full boot camp and not use a single piece of heat transfer vinyl?
Are we using any tomorrow?
No, it's print and cut tomorrow.
I goofed, you guys. That is on me. Anyways,
Anywho,
if you're used to working with heat transfer vinyl, normally it has the carrier sheet built in. So normally you would put it carrier sheet side down. But when we're working with adhesive vinyl, you put the vinyl up. So you're looking at the vinyl and then the backer will go down. Now, a lot of backers don't have some type of pattern or grid. So sometimes you'll have to kind of lift it up off of the edge of the vinyl and make sure you're putting the vinyl side up, okay, just to make sure. So yeah, we've got our vinyl side up and then we're going to lay this down. Now, I would use a standard grip mat, but this is a very well-loved strong grip mat, so it's perfectly normal to use this. And I'm going to grab a burnishing tool or a squeegee of some sort.
Gonna have to do a squeegee. Yeah.
Gonna have to be a squeegee today. And we're just gonna burnish this down. Now it doesn't go for the full 24 inches, so I'm just gonna kind of cut this off right here.
Kelly said we did on the mailbox.
Oh, we did,
with the
didn't we?
reindeer.
Okay. Oh, I was like, that was gonna be a close call.
We did. We did. Everybody's saying yes, we did.
Okay, we've been doing a lot of crafting.
I missed
lately.
that.
Yeah, I made it, so who's the real?
And Carrie, we don't have to rock, paper, scissors over this sign. We got 2 of them.
Yeah, we got plenty.
We got plenty.
Plenty. Okay, we never take stuff home, mind you guys. Now, crew neck sweatshirts.
You better
One thing about me.
One thing about me.
I'm gonna take that home.
I'm gonna take a crew neck sweatshirt home every day of the week.
We just make so many, and y'all, we got the stuff. This is a side note. We got the stuff to make the side slit bow sweatshirt with your Cricut.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. I got Christmas fabric for it. We got puff vinyl happening. It's going to be like merry, something festive. I don't know. Y'all, if you haven't seen it, look up side slit bow sweatshirt on Pinterest and just love it. It's so cute.
Yes. And Michelle says, can I use a snowflake instead of a reindeer? Michelle, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cute.
Contour that reindeer out. We have plenty of really pretty snowflakes on the website. Pop you a snowflake in there.
Yeah, whatever you want. Okay, so on our base material, we are going to be using premium vinyl removable matte. You can also use premium vinyl permanent glossy. It's honestly the same. It's honestly the same. I mean, maybe it's off a little bit, but like we'll use permanent glossy just because we are using permanent vinyl.
Fine.
Hold on, I got my little red dot. Hold on. There's a little red glitter cardstock dot stuck on my blade.
Oh.
I need to get once this come off there. Look at him. There we go. Okay. Now it just measured my mat, so from here we're just going to hit go. Cricut's going to do the work. Right?
Now, while the Cricut is cutting, let's talk about getting your hands on getting your name on the list for one of these sets of the collector's edition resource trilogy. I had to think about it for a minute.
I know.
I had to think about it. So if you didn't hear, if you're just now tuning in and you want to get your hands on a set of these, we have created a new resource trilogy for you guys. We're calling it a collector's edition resource trilogy, where we have put together, not only have we put together a Canva resource trilogy, which we haven't done yet, by the way. We have a course, but we never did do books for it. We never did printed books. So we are putting together a Canva resource trilogy, a new and improved Cricut resource guide, plus a new and improved font pairing font book that you can get your hands on today. Get your name on the list to get one of these. We do only have 50 more spots available for these. You can do this a couple different ways. You can get your hands on these books either, number one, purchasing any of the programs that we have, which they are all on sale right now. Mainly the best bang for your buck is probably going to be, if you aren't a member, it's going to be membership, because you get $75 off your yearly membership fees, bringing it down to, I think it's like a couple cents, like very little.
Per file?
Well, no, a day is what you would be like, what it would come down to. Anyway, it's under $200. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
Very, very good deal. You're going to get this shipped to you for free, full free $99 if you do that. You can jump in on any of the other programs that we have as well. Or if you're already a member and already have the programs, you can either extend your membership or you can just go ahead and outright purchase the trilogy.
Straight up.
Straight up. Straight up.
My nails are like the same color as our sign. I'm just realizing.
I love that.
Yeah, I've been calling these my Coca-Cola nails.
Your Coca-Cola
They're
nails.
a little bit giving Dr. Pepper though, honestly.
Ooh.
Dr. Pip. Okay, it
DDP.
cut. DP.
I say DDP because it's a diet Dr. Pepper for me, or nothing.
Lauren do be drinking some diet drinks. Tell them what else you've been drinking. Diet milk.
Alicia, why are you calling me out on a lie for being a redneck?
Lauren has been on the do. On the do, people.
Listen.
Diet Mountain Dew for that matter.
First of all, I feel like I can say it because I am a redneck.
At heart.
At heart. I can't help it. That's
just who we are.
I don't claim their views though. Let me just be clear. Anyway.
Diet Mountain Dew,
yes,
baby.
I have been on a little bit of a Diet Mountain Dew kick. I don't feel good about it. So get off my back.
We are all a little ashamed of some our choices. It's okay. Oh, it's so funny.
And it's only been twice a week. Twice a week.
Okay.
Maybe 3.
That's almost half.
Twice.
Okay, so our vinyl has cut. I'm not going to remove it from the mat. I just peeled up the corner and we're going to slowly weed this. Now, I will tell you from experience working with making signs a lot, when you're weeding vinyl like this, sorry, I dropped my weeding tool. When you're weeding vinyl like this, keep the vinyl close to itself. So keep it folded over and kind of pull it like this. Okay, I also like to kind of pivot, so I'll pull my thumb and then I'll pull my finger, and I'll pull my thumb and I'll pull my finger. So it's like going back and forth. Keep a weeding tool in your hand, and if you get any snags, you can just kind of lift it up. But rocking back and forth like this just keeps it moving. Now, if it starts to get a little out of hand and there's too much, chop it off.
Oh God, yes.
Because what happens is you accidentally like drop it, or
and it'll stick to itself.
Oh my gosh, it's like such a mess. But you want to cut it like right where you're pulling it off from. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull, and I'm gonna throw this away. So then you can keep going. When you're doing big stuff like this, you'll do that a lot, and you kind of get used to doing it. But I know a lot of y'all just and even me, I don't do big projects like this anymore much, so I have to get used to doing the big vinyl weeding. Okay, and if the vinyl tears and it's not the vinyl that you need, no biggie, you know. Sorry, I'm probably going off screen here. Just want to make sure to be real careful that you're not weeding off any like dots of your letters. And normally I'll weed out like the biggest area and then come in here and weed out the middles of my letters. Okay, so this is the top half of our sign. And then now we're going to pull this off and put on the other half of our sign. Okay. If you flip your mat over when you pull it off, it comes off a lot easier and it doesn't curl up your decal as much. And we're just gonna lay out about the same amount of vinyl on here to cut the rest of our sign. Ooh, what? You got a question?
No, I was just gonna let you know that my dresses officially just got delivered.
Your dresses. Yeah. Lauren has been anticipating her concert outfit. We ordered everything, both of us, this week for a concert that's Tuesday.
No, girl, I ordered mine over the weekend.
Lauren did. I ordered mine like 2 days ago. But I shop on Amazon almost exclusively because I just am lazy, I guess, about shopping. Lauren be shopping at these bougie places, and they don't get to her in time.
Yes, they just
They're going
did.
to, though. They're going to.
They just did? They just did.
Both of them?
Not both of them. I'm checking the other.
Okay,
I'm checking my jacket.
I'm honestly just so
Friday,
glad.
tomorrow. It says Friday. USPS says Friday.
I think mine are coming tonight. I'm so excited. Okay, let's premium
It's in
vinyl,
Knoxville.
permanent glossy. Oh, y'all ever have a like a package and it's like in another city really close to you and you need it?
And I'm like, can I just go there?
I know.
Can
I'm
I
like,
just ride and
hey,
get
what's
it?
your delivery guy's name? I'm trying to go meet and like get my project or my product.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you lazy or streamlined? I don't know, Lorelai, but I think we could be friends. What concert? We're going to Casey
Mother
Musgraves. Mother Musgraves. Yeah, we're gonna go see her. We'll have to post pictures in her outfits.
Yeah.
So you guys can see it. I'm like making a whole big deal about it. I was telling Lauren, I hadn't even thought about it, but like I haven't been on a trip without my husband or my children in like 3 years.
Since you had children.
Yeah, since I've had kids, so it's been 3 years. And probably before that because I was pregnant for 9 months. So it's been a while. I'm really excited.
Might get into some debauchery.
We might get a little crazy.
Who knows?
Who knows, honestly. We're hanging out with Lauren's sisters, so.
Also, somebody said, could you leave the vinyl on the roll when you cut? So you can't, it would just be hard if you were cutting it on the mat. If you want to leave a rolled up vinyl, you can cut smart material. Let's talk about that because I did cut smart material, specifically smart HTV on the Venture.
Yes.
For a, is that hurting your head?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
We were trying to have a Perky Pony moment,
And it
Lauren
hurts your
put these
head.
bobby pins in my hair, and it hurt my head.
Yeah, sorry. So I cut smart HTV on the Venture for a large project, like 120 tote bag project.
Yeah.
And I thought I was good to go. I was like, this is so, it cut 60 in like 6 minutes. which is insane.
Yeah, the Venture's fast.
It's insane.
It's so fast.
When I went to go weed the Smart Vinyl and put it on the bags, it was an atrocious mess.
It just wouldn't stick.
I thought, oh, this is so easy. Like, maybe I do like Smart Vinyl because of how fast it cut. It was just the Venture that was just giving me these Delulu ideas, number one.
It was.
It was the Venture making me Delulu, number one. Number two, it was just so terrible, guys. It was like the transfer, like the actual transfer that the HTV was on is so thick. I can't, it's almost as thick as an actual mat.
Well, and the adhesive just doesn't work good. Because
No, it doesn't. It did not, like, it had to have a lot higher of a temperature to adhere, and it was just not good. I did not like it.
Well, I had someone message me about making them a shirt very last minute, like the night before they needed it. So I was like, I'll just run to Walmart because I'm on the West End. And I was like, oh, shoot, they only have Cricut. They wanted neon vinyl. So I got neon Cricut HTV. Would not stick. I was like, you're going to have to wait till I go to work tomorrow. And like, I'll get it to you because I know I have some neon Caesar Easy Weed. Ugh, it was like a hot mess, and I cut everything out and then like go to apply it, and it just literally won't. It'll like stick in some spots but not anywhere else. Yeah, and that drives me batty, especially because
we do have friends that leave it on the roll and put clips so it doesn't unroll. So I mean, y'all absolutely try it.
To each their own.
It can be done. That's just not our normal way of doing it. But if you want to do it and try it, praise.
Y'all know I weeded vinyl. Speaking of just random things that you do, I weeded vinyl with a sewing pen for years until I worked here. Never used a weeding tool.
So Renee says she uses the iron-on smart material for large projects. She said it cuts. Now, it cut fine.
Yeah.
It did not weed good for me. Maybe it's because my designs were smaller. I don't know, but it did not weed that well. It did not weed near as good as the Caesar Easy Weed did. Also, Rosalind, the vinyl that we are using today is Starcraft Permanent Adhesive Vinyl. It's our favorite, but we're just using a white adhesive vinyl, so use what you have. But if you are planning to put your sign outside, definitely use a high quality vinyl such as Caesar, Starcraft, which Caesar doesn't make adhesive vinyl. They just make HTV, don't they?
I'll have to
Starcraft, Oracal, those are real. Tech Wrap is also another good one.
Yeah.
For like outdoor use.
Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to put this transfer tape on the best way. Okay, so you could just come in here and like separate the backer, lay this down, whatever. But this is huge, right? This sign is so big. So what I like to do is take my decal, lay it down. Take your transfer tape. What you're going to do is to peel off some of the backer. So y'all can see I peeled off just a little portion, and I'm going to fold it back. So just fold it back like that. Okay, so this is sticky. And then I'm going to line that sticky side with the edge of my decal. Now, if you want to get really specific, you can line grid to grid or grid to words. I'm not that particular, honestly, if I'm being honest. But you do want to make sure it's like pretty straight. And we're just going to lay that down, okay? Take your burnishing tool and make sure that you really burnish this down. And then from there, you can lift this up and we can pull back, whoopsie, we can pull back the backer and kind of burnish as we go. So I'm gonna pull it a little and burnish it a little. Pull it a little and burnish it. Okay, and then we will reuse this transfer tape on the second half of our sign, which is really nice because this is a really big piece of transfer tape. Honestly, I made it.
Oh yeah, it is. I think it's Caesar PS. They do have it. It's Caesar. Jenna says it's Caesar PSV. Works incredible, weeds, cuts nicely, and it reads as dishwasher safe as well, is what Jenna said.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
I don't think I mean,
we just don't use.
we just use StarCraft. We've always used StarCraft, but like that doesn't mean that we're not open to other things. I'm actually going to the Caesar website right now, and I'm going to be like, do we need to?
Okay.
Yeah, Caesar Easy PSV.
Yeah, we've had some of that before.
We have had that before. I just don't know patterns.
Okay.
Because that is right there is PSV transfer tape. I'm so stupid sometimes.
What?
Of course, why would they have transfer tape if they didn't have permanent vinyl? I'm an idiot.
Well, that's not, I mean.
Literally.
I also was not sure, so it's fine. Okay, grab your sign. Now, I'm not going to stick this down right away. We got to line some stuff up here. If you're not experienced in sign making, you're going to want to like measure it and stuff. I am a huge believer in eyeballing things. I'm so sorry. I'll try to give you guys the most precise way to do this that I can. So what we're going to do, let me firstly cut the bottom of this off. I kind of like to lay everything out where I slice this time of the year up. I'm going to have to slice it back up to get this laid out correctly.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Y'all can use a laser to line words up if you want to get really specific. That's the only way that I really like to do it if I'm not eyeballing it. I don't like to sit and try to measure. It's just not for me.
Yes, so we did paint the sign before the live because y'all, if we wouldn't have painted this sign before the live, it would have been, first of all, we had to do like 3 coats on it.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It was a,
Okay, so what I'm doing right now is just kind of laying it out, making sure it's kind of where I want it to be. I'm looking at the edge of my words, seeing the distance between all of these. That's how I like to do it. And then I'm gonna reuse that transfer tape. So I've just got these laid out here just so I can kind of get a good understanding of like the height of my sign and stuff like that and make sure I've got it in the general area that I want it to be. And then from there, we can go ahead and attach this top half of our sign. Let's actually spin this.
Do we need to make the camera a little bit further out? Would that help you not having to move it around?
Can you see this right there, Sadie?
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll just stay right here.
Okay, good.
Okay, I've got it where I want it. So what I'm gonna do now, do what? Sorry, I thought Sadie said something, you guys. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna lift this up a little bit so you can see it's starting to pull up my decal, right? That's great. You want your decal to stick to your transfer tape. I'm going to fold this back just a little bit. Sorry if my head's in the way. I'm gonna fold that back, okay? Just a little. Make sure we get it back straight. If it moved, and you can use like painter's tape to keep this. Hold on, I gotta eyeball it. Stick it back down. Okay. So I'm just gonna stick that down, right? And then we're gonna get our burnishing tool. And I'm gonna reach up under here and start pulling that backer off. As I pull the backer off, we're gonna burnish it down, okay? We're pulling it, burnishing it. And you wanna make sure all your letters are going onto the sign as you go. If you're not using good quality transfer tape or good quality vinyl, this is gonna be a headache for you. I'm just gonna tell you.
Also, Olivia, this file, you can pull it into Design Space and it's automatically like this. If you've not been here since the beginning, because we are working with a larger than mat, we did have to like slice it up. We're working on getting the file like reworked so you can just ungroup it. But it will automatically cut the way it's supposed to if you just pull it into Design Space. And you can put this on really whatever you want.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to just go on this sign.
Yeah. Okay. My T did not want to come off my backer, but I got it. Is it looking straight to you guys? It's very hard for me to tell. Like doing that and like trying to keep it in the camera sometimes can throw it off. Okay, now what you're gonna do to remove—
Looks straight to me.
To remove this, good, I'm glad. You're just gonna slide it back just like this, okay? This is the best way to keep your vinyl down on your sheet or on your wood. And also kind of swivel back and forth like we did before. And we're gonna use this again. The color is, with the white, it's giving like brown, and I love it. I love it. It looks so good. It's like a brown red. Okay, so then we've got our other pieces here. I'm gonna just stick this right on top, taco method. So taco method is you fold it like a taco, stick the middle down onto the decal, and then fan it out. And then we're going to burnish. Okay. I'm gonna actually separate these.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think I would lay them down at the same time,
Scissors.
get them on the stuff, but separate them. Where'd the green ones go?
Oh, right here. Okay, let's see. All right.
Also, for those who are watching, if you want access to this file and you are not a member, I don't know if you guys know this, but you can sign up for boot camp and get the supply list. Although we're already day 4 into boot camp, you can still give us your email, get all of the files that we've used this week for free, in case you didn't know.
Okay, so I put, and I do this a lot with wordy signs, I will do the top and the bottom and then fill in the middle. So like I put this top section and then I put down the year, and then in the space that I had left I put down time of. Okay, so I kind of can gauge it better on where the placement should go. So I think this looks really good right here. So we're going to do this bottom piece first. Uh-oh. Need to burnish that down a little better. Someone was asking about chalk paint holding up outside. Obviously, like, it's not going to be great in direct weather, but if you've got like a porch with an awning or something like that, it should be fine. But you can spray. My favorite sealant is the Krylon Crystal Clear Matte.
Yes.
I will say though, sometimes when you put sealants on adhesive vinyl, it will peel your vinyl up. It's just like it shrinks a little bit. But that one usually I don't have that many issues out of. So Krylon Crystal Clear Matte. Okay, so I did the same thing. I pulled back a little bit of that backer, and then I'm going to slowly remove the backer and press it down.
But here's one thing I want you guys to think about with this sign specifically. This is a seasonal sign, so it's not going to be outside for a very long period of time. Not everyone has like a covered porch, so if you don't have a covered porch, I get that. If you do have a covered porch, honestly, there's zero reason to weatherproof anything, in my opinion, if you have a covered porch.
Yeah.
I do know that weather still can come in on a covered porch. I get it, but hear me out. The way that trends change and the way that, and this is just me personally, the way I like to change things up, I'm not going to keep something like the life of this sign. This will last me probably 2 seasons. It would last you probably 2, maybe even 3 Christmases. And by 3 Christmases, I'm going to be ready to change it up and do something else.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Okay. I think that's good there. I stuck it down, I didn't like it, and I was able to pull it up pretty easily before burnishing it down. We're just doing the same thing. I'm gonna start pulling that backer off. Okay. And then keep that transfer tape down low as you pull it off. And it's done. It looks so cute. I mean,
yeah, girl.
Look at her. I got like my chalky fingerprints. Look at it. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Oh, I stepped on her mat. You guys love it?
And I love that there's a lot of room to add a bow at the top.
Yes.
Greenery.
I mean, I would get some like drapey greenery.
Let me go. Don't we have some?
For surely. Lauren.
Stop.
She's gonna go get us some greenery so
I'm
you guys
going,
can get
I'm
the
going,
full
I'm going.
effect.
2
Do you
seconds.
wait all day to paint after applying the vinyl? Or do you wait a day after painting to apply the vinyl? No, April. I painted this an hour ago. Well, I didn't paint all of it. Let me reword that. Most of it was painted. I painted the last coat like an hour ago, dried it with a heat gun. I was good to go. There is permanent glitter vinyl, Annette. There certainly is. And if you just have white HTV, you could do this with HTV as well. I think it'd be really beautiful with gold if you did a maroon and gold. So I think there's just so many different options. And actually we did black at Tina and Courtney's with gold.
Okay, look. So this isn't like Christmas drapey greenery. I understand that. But like, imagine Christmas drapey greenery.
Drapey Christmas greenery. I mean, oh gosh, my bracelets. Here. This is just what we...
I mean, that's a lot. That's too much. Like, you can't see. But like, you get it. Also, this is mismatched, but like, you get the idea. And like a bow in the middle of it.
Some bells.
Bow, some bells. Love it.
You could put like a little mistletoe at the top.
Yeah.
Heat gun. Yes, the one that we have on our Amazon, I think.
Yes.
The Wagner heat gun is the best.
Annette says, could you put Maker's Magic on it? Absolutely.
Sure. The only thing that you run into when you're sealing is streaks. Maker's Magic is not nearly as streaky as Mod Podge.
Right.
But like if you're using Mod Podge, it's gonna be so streaky. And if you use, I don't know, it just don't look good. Like this looks so good. It looks like I bought it at Hobby Lobby, in my opinion. Okay. Beauty.
I love it. She's beauty. She's grace.
Yes. Turned out great.
I love it.
Yeah,
It looks
really
so
good.
good.
It definitely looks way more brown on screen.
Yeah. But it's okay.
Yeah, no, it looks good. I love it. Okay, so how many quotes did you use? I don't know, Kathy. You'll have to re-ask that question.
Yeah, we just have one file that we used for that.
Yes.
Deer in Christmas plaid, that would be cute. Yes, I love it. Right now, do you know the fonts used so you could match it? Give me.
We'll get them for you.
We will get them
Email
for
us
you.
so we can email you back.
Yeah, make sure you email hi at Maker's Gonna Learn so we can email you back, because we did create this out of Maker's Gonna Learn fonts and a Maker's Gonna Learn file, but then we put it into one file for you guys so you wouldn't have to go through the process of making the whole thing yourself. But yes, we do have the fonts, and the two fonts in the file that we have is a Maker's Gonna Learn font.
Yes.
If you'll give me
April, it really depends on what kind of paint you use, but you could do 2 to 3 coats of paint. One coat's not going to be enough. 2 will usually do it.
I'm wanting to say, if I could look at it again.
It looks like persnickety or Emmett.
I think it is persnickety, actually. I'm almost positive that it is persnickety, but let me...
I tried to get the image info on the file, but it doesn't have that.
Hold on, persnickety. Give me a second. No. Yes.
It's the thick persnickety.
It is, persnickety is the thick one. And then the other one, I'm wanting to say for I think it's a new font. Give me a second. Speaking of new fonts, did you guys know that today we released new fonts and files?
Yes, the first Thursday of every month. Ooh, that Wonderlust is cute.
It is. It was last month.
Is it Juliet?
Is it Ashland? Is that
No.
it? No. Anyway, we will find it for you and we will get it.
Ooh, Elliot. No.
That's not it.
Okay. Yeah, just email us.
Just email us and we will find it for you.
Anyways, if you guys missed the spiel that we had about our Cricut limited edition trilogy, we at the top of the show we had 50 spots left. I don't know how many we have now since we've been here, but we have just recently released these two. Let's see, the Cricut and the font handbook. We've been kind of doing these as freebies, but they are updated now. So these are like even better. They're even newer. Yeah. And then we came out with the Canva resource. So if you all are wanting to get your hands on these, all you have to do is purchase a program that is $97 or more, and then you qualify to get these, which is literally any of our programs.
Anything.
It literally. And if you're like, I already have everything, you can like upgrade your membership for the next year. And so you're like, it like carries over. You're grandfathered in and you get the benefits. Or you can just buy these for $97 on their own too. So.
The books will ship. They are still in the print process. We don't have our hands on them right now. So the books are still in the print process, but I promise as soon as we get them back, we will get them out to you guys. Cheryl asked, is the Oh Holy Night image on the MGL side as well, the one that you created?
The little like people, yes. And then, I think. And then the Oh Holy Night is a font.
Yes, it looked like estuary.
Yeah, I think it was estuary. I'm debating on if that is our file. Or did not. I can't remember where I got it.
Decide we needed one.
Yeah, like I don't know if I was like playing around and I was like, yeah, we need one. If you can't if you cannot find a nativity scene image on our website, please let us know because we will get you one.
Yes. The fonts that we use tomorrow, Dana, if you got the supply list, if not, click on the link. Sadie will drop it again. The sign up for boot camp and get supplies here. That's where you can download all of the files and fonts that we're using. You can go ahead and pre-download those. It's going to be in the day 5 folder. Yes, I'm trying to make sure we answer any more questions.
I don't know if we're going to be autographing these books, you guys.
I don't know.
We may or may not. If we do, we may not tell you. Or we may do it and have a live stream.
We might. Who knows?
Some people got their feelings hurt last time because they didn't get an autographed book. So we don't want to like hurt anybody's feelings.
I know.
But we may do that. I don't know. We'll have to talk to Tanner.
Yeah. Mel says there is at least one nativity scene. Finally found it this week. Let me look really
We have
quick.
so many Christmas files. Like I feel like we should have. But that one specific, I don't remember where I got it.
Yeah, hold on. It might have been... Nativity.
That is a cute file. I haven't even seen our new file.
7 Swans a Swimming.
There's a 7 or 12 Days of Christmas in our new collection. Yeah, you could use that.
Is that it?
No, that's not it, but you could use that.
I don't remember.
It's like just a little silhouette of them walking in the desert. Okay, we'll get something together.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah. All right, so make sure you guys check all those links in the description. If you're like, oh my gosh, I have so many questions, you can always email us at hi@makerslearn.com and we would love to answer those there. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow.
We will be back tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.